now that you know whether you're going to do a short form or a long form video, you know the category roughly that you're going to do, let's explore the different formats. So we have categories, which is like what the video is about, and then we have different formats. Formats is just how this information is presented. There's the same information that can be presented in all sorts of different ways. So that can be AI videos, that can be 2D videos, 3D videos, that can be talking head videos. There are many different formats. And I'd like to give you a couple of examples. So for example, this is the Geo Globe Tales. This is the channel that I got inspired by, and I try to take their videos and upgrade their videos, creating the map animations. Now, the way I found this channel is literally in search. And this is a good example of a short form content. In terms of the short form content, we can also do like Zach D Films. So let's search for them. Zach D. If you don't know this channel, get to know this channel. This channel is one of the most popular channels ever that generated 66 billion views. That's a lot of views. Some of their videos got hundreds and millions of views, as you can see on the screen. And for example, this Apesthetics, or I'm not sure how to pronounce this channel, but this is not a faceless channel that if we take a look here, if we click on more, this channel got 5 million views minus one shorts, which got 49,000 views. But for long form content, this channel is getting a very good amount of views. And if we use an average CPM or RPM of, let's say, RPM of $4, so we need to do 4 times 5 million divided by 1,000. So this channel with an average RPM of $4 generated like roughly 20,000 views. And if we come here and see how many views this channel generated, 1 billion views. Hey ChatGPT, how much would a channel generate with 1.1 billion views with average RPM of 4 cents on YouTube? So this channel, Geo Globe Tales, generated $44,000 roughly. I don't know about the exact numbers because I don't know their CPM, RPM, things like that. But we can roughly understand that these channels generate these kind of results. Now, you need to find your own competitors in your own niche. And for example, let's say you do sports. Like for example, like what this channel does, it's about sports, like where the ape explains how to do like physical activities and like how to build muscles, how to get a girlfriend, things like that. So I would search for sport, literally just search for sport on YouTube. And here you just need to search for all sorts of different channels, and you can search both for short form and long form. And what can really help is by going into the top and going into filters, and then you can search for just shorts or videos. So let's do shorts, and we can try to find faceless content. Although I will say that for faceless content, Zach D Films would be a really good example. Okay, let's take a look at this channel. Wise Two Wheels. Okay, interesting. So let's take a look at what they have. 17 million views from 19 videos. Interesting results. Okay, so it's not necessarily sports, but as you can see, we found one of the videos this way. Then we can do the same thing for example, for the maps. The way I found these videos is I just search for maps, and there you go. That's one of the videos. There you go. That's another one. This is another one. This is probably another one as well. And it's a good idea to create a list of all competitors in terms of the category and in terms of different formats. So if we were to do it on YouTube, we would do it here. We can also search for sport faceless YouTube channels. Okay, so this is a faceless channel. As you saw, just search for sport faceless YouTube channel, found one of the websites, clicked on it, and here we have 6 faceless YouTube channels. These YouTube channels do different things, as we can see. So we can open these channels to see what they do, to see what kind of views they have. And we can kind of tell that they have special formats. For example, you can definitely tell that for thumbnails, they have 3 different pictures of the same person. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is kind of their format. And we can search their format in terms of the kind of videos that they create, in terms of the editing, in terms of the titles. That would all be different formats. Or we can go ahead and ask ChatGPT about this. Hey ChatGPT, I need you to give me a list of 10 different faceless YouTube channels about sport. And let's see what they come up with. Okay. Here's one. LG highlights. They're probably doing shorts mostly. Okay, so they potentially stopped doing this channel. Let's take a look at this one. Multiversity 3 days ago. Okay, so we have a little bit of something here. This is probably more about motivation than sport, but anyway, this is something else. This is in addition to the original video on how to find formats. What you need to do is to open an incognito mode on your browser. Doesn't matter what browser you use. So let's open that and let's go to YouTube. And you'll notice that when you go to YouTube in incognito mode, you have to search for something and then YouTube will start recommending you that. Well, this is the super powerful tool that we're going to use because we can search for a specific category of content, and then based on that, YouTube will recommend us content that performs really well, that's recent, and based on that, we can find different formats. So for example, let's search for history, and let's just scroll a little bit. By the way, AI videos right away. So first of all, let's see if there's anything interesting here. Okay, so this is a faceless channel, a completely faceless YouTube channel, which is interesting. Fun history. Yeah, another faceless channel. Take a look. Let's see. Chat history. Interesting. Another channel. Very interesting format that gets very good amount of views. Something else. Okay, AI generated content. We just watched a little bit of a video. Let's go to YouTube homepage, and there you go. Will be recommended a lot of stuff. So a couple of things you can do. You can just go to incognito mode, or you can create a channel that's going to, or yeah, like create a, not necessarily channel, but like a YouTube account from where you will search for specific topics and niches. Let's say, I know that Thomas from Yes Theory does that because I did a cohort with him, and he explained that this is the system that he used in order to find kind of ideas for his videos. But anyway, there you go. We have lots of geofacts, for example, another this channel. Perfect. Although they stopped posting recently. Okay, you get the idea. You have different ways of searching different formats. For this, I do recommend you spending a good amount of time searching for the competitors, searching for all sorts of different formats, because once you have all of those, this is the next step that we'll have to do. We'll basically take a format of the competitor and then we will upgrade it to a format that exists, but a format that's in a different category in a way. And so we will produce content that is new, that is unique, and that doesn't exist on YouTube. And so therefore we know that the format works, we know that the information works, and we just put these two together. To give you an example of what I did with the competitors of the maps, for the maps channel, I literally just took their channels and put them in Notion. If you don't use Notion, that doesn't matter where you have to put it. You can put it in notes, you can put it somewhere in the phone. Just make sure to save the URLs to make sure that you can take a look at what they do. So these are the maps competitors, and then if I go ahead, I can just go ahead and open, click, and it's ready to be researched. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Other than that, I will see you in the next video.